This next type of problem we are going to look at doesn't actually involve solving a system of equations. Example 2a, our directions actually say without solving, identify the system as independent, dependent, or inconsistent. And here is my system. 4y minus 2x equals 6. 8y equals 4x minus 12. Totally random, but that was a really good bracket. All right. Well, independent, dependent, or inconsistent. Maybe we should start off by reviewing what those mean real quick. So over here, independent intersects once. Dependent, same line, infinitely many solutions. Inconsistent, our two lines aren't going to intersect. All right, well, let's look and see some similarities between the three. Okay, inconsistent systems, if my lines never intersect, let's think about what's true of those lines. Those two lines are parallel, and if they're parallel, they have the same slope. If our system is dependent, well, we have the same line, so we have to have the same slope. And we also have to have the same y-intercept. Independent systems, our lines intersect, our slopes are different. If our slopes for our lines are different, our lines are going to intersect somewhere. So that's really our trick for figuring out these types of problems without solving. In order to figure this out, we need to find our slopes, because if our slopes are the same, that points us one direction. If our slopes are different, it points us a different direction. So I guess kind of the same idea as when we actually were getting ready to graph. Let's get these equations in slope-intercept form. First one here, 4y minus 2x equals 6. First step that I'm going to do to get y by itself is to add the 2x to both sides. So 4y equals positive 2x plus 6, and then divide by 4. So y equals 2x over 4 is 1/2 x, plus 6 over 4, that could simplify to be 3 over 2. And then my second system here, I'm doing a different color just to kind of keep my work straight a little bit. 8y equals 4x minus 12. We already almost are in slope-intercept form. Divide both sides by 8. Y equals 4x over 8 is 1/2 x, minus 12 over 8 is also 3 over 2. Minus 3 over 2 though. All right, let's look at our equations. Y equals 1/2 x minus 3/2. Y equals 1/2 x plus 3/2. Okay. Our slopes for both equations, our slopes are 1/2. So we have the same slope. Our y-intercept is negative 3/2, y-intercept is positive 3/2. So same slope, different y-intercept. Same slope, different y-intercept. Well, that looks a lot like this. Same slope, different y-intercept means we have parallel lines. There's no solution, which means our system is inconsistent.